All right, happy Sunday. It's a Sunday. Yep, gotta get a few things done. Gotta do some running. We got a 3-day weekend, so we really just chilled yesterday. It was so nice just to put on pajamas and relax. It was wonderful, man. That extra day really makes a difference. So we're gonna get some stuff done today. We're gonna do a little grilling, or at least keep that as an option. We don't necessarily have company coming over, but it's such a nice day. We're going to enjoy the yard. The dogs are loving it. So I need to go get a few things done. I was going to go wash the car. I wanted to go hit the grocery store, maybe grab something to drink, a little, adult drink for us. And then, yeah, it should be wonderful. The wife's home, I'm home, the dogs are loving it. Life is good. Hopefully you guys are all having a wonderful weekend. And I'm Max EV. I just wanted to check in with you, let you know how things are going. So all right, we got the car washed. So now we are getting our iced coffee. We're at McDonald's, 99 cents. So yeah, if you use the McDonald's app, every day or every location, once per location, you can get any size iced coffee or coffee of your choice for 99 cents. So I'm a big fan of McDonald's iced coffees. I'm not sponsored here. I don't make any money doing this. I just like making YouTube content. But I just love my Tesla. But yeah, 99, it's my little reward for washing the car before we do some grocery shopping and get myself a little fueled up, if you know what I mean. So 99 cents, man. I always round it up for $1 for the kids. I throw that penny in there. But yeah, 99 cents. Iced coffee. All right. All right, the coffee has been ordered. We're just waiting now. So we got about 9 minutes, 3.6 miles, 56. I'm going to show you guys this real quick. So I just want to show you something cool about the Tesla. Like, you can see the car in front of me and the car behind me. This is a McDonald's parking lot. Now here, you want to know why there's no range anxiety for most people driving. So it'll tell me when I arrive at Aldi's, I'm at 56% battery. It's 3.6 miles away, a 9-minute drive. You can see like the Google map thing, so I can zoom up and like you can see the McDonald's on a map right here. So it's something cool about a Tesla, is just how well the navigation feeds into the battery and how everything's synced together. You can see it back off, and like you can even see a person walking. There are literally people, you can see them right there. And you can also see them here. Is that cool or what? That is something cool about a Tesla. I always try to park under a straight shade tree. I'm not a big fan of this parking lot. It's like real tight, but unfortunately this time of the day I'm not going to get much shade. I'll get a little bit, but I always try to park under a straight shade tree, and I like to park away from people, so I don't want to get door dashed or door dinged or whatever they call it. the thing I really wanted to say about a Tesla is that when I was looking for something as a car replacement over my Mazda 6 and that premium gas price that was killing me to hit that 250 horsepower, I had to go practical, right? I needed something that could get me back and forth to work. So I really looked into the hybrids. I was strongly considering a Prius, and I was strongly considering a Corolla, right? They're super efficient, great daily drivers. And then I also considered like a Camry, maybe a Mazda 3, you know, a Honda Accord, a Honda Civic, a Chevy Cruze. You know, a truck doesn't make a lot of sense for me unless I go with a big one, because with these roads, I don't want nothing like a Ranger. I'm not sure if the Maverick is, I'm sure you can get four-wheel drive version. I love the Ford Raptor, but I've always been a sedan kind of guy, but it'd be nice to own a truck. But for me, the Tesla Model 3 checks all the boxes of what I was looking for. It gives me that super efficient vehicle that's a daily driver. It gives me my midlife crisis. I want a Sunday driver that has some speed to it so I can drive fast within legal limits, you know, 0 to 60 fast. And it just checks all the boxes. Plus, then it also caters to my tech. I'm the tech guy in our family. So throughout my whole life, we're talking VCRs, because I grew up in VCRs. So I remember our first VCR when Dad brought it home. It was one of those push down ones where you had to stick the tape in and push it down. So I was always the guy setting up Dad's recording, going over to uncles and aunts, being like, hey, can you set my shows? Because anybody that remembers, you would have to set your video recordings. Like if you wanted to record whatever, you know, show you were into, Dallas or whatever. My parents loved Dallas. You know, I remember Dad being a big fan of, man, I forget now, but everything from Hogan's Hero to, you know, what was that one? It was Black Sheep Squadron, you know what I mean? Shows that I grew up on, you know. I would set up all the video recorders so it's, you know, record at this time, end at that time, because back then there wasn't HDRs, there wasn't streaming, there wasn't internet. It was just about, you had to be able to record that program at that time or you missed it and you lost out, you know. And there was no internet and chat boards and people, hey, did you see last, so there was less spoilers out there. But I was always the tech guy in our family. I was always hooking all that stuff up for my family. I always was the DJ, the audio guy. So a Tesla just caters to my obsession with technology, right? But it's also very practical. So if you're a senior and maybe you went, like a lot of people, like my parents did, they went from 2 vehicles to 1 vehicle because it was just more affordable and it made a lot of sense for them. Well, the thing that I love about a Tesla, especially for seniors, is because with the full self-driving, I remember Grandma, before she passed, she couldn't drive at night. With her cataracts and stuff, she just couldn't see at night. So she would need a ride to her local, because she was a really good singer and performer. She could play the guitar. So she would need a ride to like her jam group. It was like through the VFW or through her church group or whatever. So they would all get together and like jam. So she would basically ask Mom or whoever to take her there. But with a Tesla, she could have just programmed that place and the car would have drove herself. Yeah, it is supervised, but it wasn't like she was incapable of driving at night. It was just a struggle for her, so she drove slower because she couldn't see as well. But a Tesla could have drove her there. It could have made her life so much easier. Not that Mom and them didn't enjoy going with her, but I think it's really going to simplify things for people. Like the fact that, say you're older and say you full self-driving is $100 a month, but what's that payment? What's that worth to you if you consider the stress of not being able to get where you need to go? Because you're, you know, one thing that we've always done is we'll check on the elderly people around us during storms, right? To make sure that they have supplies so they don't like go hungry or anything. So you just knock on your local neighbor like, hey, I'm going to the store. Do you need anything? So the one thing about a Tesla is that I really think it's going to be, I think it's the best senior vehicle on the market. and I'm not saying other EVs aren't, but we know that full self-driving is so efficient, especially with the newest update. It almost drives, it's like 99% accurate. So you could really rely on it. But here's the part that I think would be huge for seniors is summing the vehicle to you. So I see it all the time. A husband maybe drops the wife at the door and he swings back around to pick her up. You both could go into the grocery store and then you could park it in your handicap spot or whatever. And then when you come out the store, one of you can summon the vehicle to come pick you up right at the door, load your groceries in and drive away. The vehicle will come pick you up at the door. It's just unbelievable. I really do think with all the navigation bells and whistles, with all the customization to your drive, the fact that there's 3 different steering types, the fact that you can adjust the speed, whether you go chill mode. It has slip start for the winter. They have an all-wheel drive version. They have a rear-wheel drive version for people that live in the climates that don't need all-wheel drive, which is super efficient. You get 363 miles range. That's the most efficient car. It's one of the most efficient cars on the market, right next to the Lucid Air, which I think is #1. But the efficiency on the Model 3 wheel-wheel drive is insane at 363 miles per charge. And if you're not driving everywhere, if you're the type of person where maybe your car stays parked for 2 or 3 days and you don't go nowhere, which is common for me, you don't need more than level 1 charging. So you could plug this into the same outlet that you plug your cell phone in, and you'll be recuperating anywhere between 40 and 60 miles a day. So if in 3 days you're like, hey, I'm plugging my car in, but on whatever day we go to church or we go to bingo or we go over to see the grandkids, I mean, if you're driving less than 40 to 60 miles a day, you don't need more than level 1 charging. I'm living on level 1 charging and public charging. I don't feel I need level 2 charging. I would like to have it, but I don't need it. So I really think seniors should consider a Tesla. I just think they're such a handy, what am I thinking, a cheat code for people that just need a way to get around when that's their greatest fear, is their inability to get around as they age out. You know, maybe it hurts you to drive, you're pressing on the pedal, your knees hurt, whatever, your hips hurt. This car can drive itself, supervised obviously, but the day is coming when it doesn't need supervision, and and you get the personal assistant of Grok. Like, I was looking for a new dentist, right? And I'm asking Grok to give me some local dentist that I could use for a new dentist, because we had moved, and the Grok actually asked me, hey, would you like me to check their available schedule to see if they have any availability for you to schedule an appointment? And I was shocked that was even an option. I was like, sure. So it checks to see what's available in terms of what is available for me, so I can call and make an appointment. And it even offered to make the phone call. That's insane to me. Like, so either way, this is Max EV, to be continued. But I'm home. I need to unload these groceries. You guys have a good day. I want to back in because I want to do some level 1 charging. So you guys have a wonderful day. Enjoy your Labor Day weekend.